What's up, guys? It is Olin back with another episode of MMAnomaly. I'm super excited today. It is fight day. We have a huge fight card. It's UFC 270. So, in the main event, we have Francis Ngannou going against his former teammate, or former training partner, Cyril Gana. I personally think Cyril has too many weapons in his arsenal. His footwork is incredible. Like, you should look up him, the guy dancing. A man that's 250 pounds should not be able to move like that. And his footwork is incredible. Just everything about the way that the guy moves is fantastic. And then moving into the co-main event, we have Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby, fighting for the third time in a row, Davison Figueiredo. And my boy Drew thinks that Figgy has what it takes to beat him this time because he brought in Triple C, the king of cringe himself, maybe soon to be C4, Henry Cejudo. And I do think that is going to pay dividends. I mean, just seeing him walk to the scale for the weigh-ins, I've never seen Figueiredo make weight and look that happy doing it or that light on his feet doing it. He usually is struggling to even make it to the scale physically when he makes weight. So good for him. He looks fantastic. I think we're going to be in for one hell of a fight, and I'm here for it. I can't wait. So those are my two main picks, and then I have to do an upset of the night. I think the upset of the night is going to end up being Cody the Spartan Stamen. I think he's going to end up beating Said Nurmagomedov. I don't know why. I have his confidence is through the roof for whatever reason. He's a stud, and I think Cody is going to have what it takes. I don't know why. I feel like he's going to get a finish. I think it's going to be a really, really stunning performance for him. So let's see how wrong I am here. And without further ado, we are going to go ahead and move into the friend/fan question of the day, which comes from Drew. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. I will throw up his actual Twitter tag in the description below, as well as somewhere up here. So yeah, make sure you follow him. He's super into NFTs, and he actually, before I jump into his question, he just got early access to the brand new UFC Strike NFTs, the UFC ones. So he got 3 of those. Definitely make sure you follow him so you can see which ones he actually got today. And make sure you're there tomorrow at 11. I definitely will be. It'll be the first NFT I bought. So super excited about that too. Without further ado, here is Drew's first question.
Hey, what's up, man? So I got a question for you, and it's in regards to one of the most exciting and upcoming stars in the UFC today. I'm talking about Khamzat Chimaev. He's been smashing everyone in his path. He's barely getting hit. He's been dominant, to say the least. So a few days ago, it was posted that he is in Thailand, training with those boys up at the world-famous Tiger Muay Thai gym. So I have a 2-part question for you. How do you feel about the move to Tiger Muay Thai, and who would you like to see him fight next? I know Gilbert Burns was thrown out there and verbally agreed to, but nothing's official yet. So I would like to know your thoughts on that. So 2-parter. What do you think about the move to Tiger Muay Thai, and who would you like to see him fight next?
Okay, wow. So Khamzat Chimaev, super, super huge standout. Everybody's heard the story, right? Like, he came, he fought 4 times, 5 times or something like that. Took 1 or 2 hits across all of the fights he's had in the UFC thus far. And he had those fights at a pretty short duration. And then he ended up getting COVID, thought he may never fight again, and now he's back. So, I mean, I'm excited to see the guy come back in general. Now that I see that he's training in Thailand with Tiger Muay Thai, that's insane. You know how I feel about that gym, Drew. We've had great conversations about fighters that have gone there and just looked leaps and bounds better than their former selves afterwards. So definitely excited to see what he does. I mean, we haven't really seen a ton of his game other than his wrestling because he's so good. He doesn't really have to use his striking. But if you look at his older fights, he was knocking people down with his striking as well. So now that he's going to be able to add and implement what he's learning from Tiger Muay Thai there, I think it's going to be a pleasure to watch that guy's next performance. And who do I think he should fight next? I think the 2 best options are definitely going to be who you said, right? I mean, he already agreed to it, Gilbert. So why not just give him the fight? Also, though, he's not the only person that's agreed to fight Khamzat Chimaev. We also have Neil Magny, who numerous times has said he's down for that fight. And Neil Magny's a dangerous threat. So you want to see how good Khamzat is? Put him against either a Gilbert Burns or a Neil Magny. I think that both of those are fantastic matchups for him. And again, I think no matter who wins those fights, the fans would win all around. So yeah, that's how I feel about that topic for sure. And we'll go ahead and jump into the second one now.
Hey, what's up? So I got a question for you in regards to one of your favorite fighters who is competing at UFC 271, number 9th ranked flyweight, Matt Danger Schnell. He will be fighting against number 4th ranked Alex Perez, and his only losses have in the past 6 years have been against former champion Davison Figueiredo, Joseph Benavidez. So Perez has been around and he's fought the who's who in the flyweight division. So my question to you is, we've seen Matt fight a top 5 opponent before, and he's lost. So my question to you is, what do you think he has to do or does differently to break through in a really tough opponent in Perez?
All right, so putting me in the hot seat on Matt Danger Schnell. I do love that guy. He's a great fighter. Good old boy from Louisiana. You know, I got to support my Louisiana fighters, being from there myself. So what do I think he needs to do in order to get past Alex Perez? You're right. Alex Perez has only lost 2 top opponents. Matt Schnell has, you know, he's been kind of up and down, but the people that he's lost to, in a majority of those fights, he was winning the fight and he got carried away and let himself get kind of brought into a brawl. I see a lot of Dustin Poirier in Matt Schnell and the way that he fights and the way that he reacts to situations in a fight. And I don't mean like today's Dustin Poirier. I don't mean like salon quality Dustin Poirier, right? I mean featherweight Poirier, where he'd let himself get drawn into a brawl and, you know, he could be doing very well in a fight, but then someone would hit him, like, you know, kind of rub him the wrong way and he'd just start throwing and get caught, right? So if Matt Schnell is to win this fight, like, he has a 4.5-inch reach advantage over Perez. I think that's huge. Matt Schnell has the better boxing, in my opinion, and we've seen Perez get dropped from big shots. I think Matt Schnell has a lot of power or danger in his hands. So I think Matt Schnell definitely can win this fight. I don't want to say very easily. There's no easy fights, as Francis Ngannou just said at the presser the other day. But I do think that he can win this fight, and he has every tool to succeed in this fight. It's just a matter of mentally winning and not letting himself get drawn into a big brawl and just let the hands go like he has the last couple fights. Like, his hands have looked amazing. His boxing has looked so crisp, and every single fight he's improved just so much in between, right? So again, if he utilizes all the tools that he has, utilizes everything that he's worked on, and uses his boxing to his advantage, I really think that it's his fight to lose or win. It's on him either way, right? I'd love to hear how you feel about what I'm saying here in the comments. And again, guys, make sure you go follow Drew on Twitter. I will put his NFT page up here at the top, and I'll also put it in the description below. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications, all the stuff you're supposed to do on YouTube. And please, please, please comment. It helps with the algorithm. And honestly, it helps give me things to talk about as far as MMA. Otherwise, I'll just end up rambling on about the next fights to come. So I appreciate the continued support. I look forward to the feedback. And as always, enjoy the hostilities, especially since it's fight day, baby. Let's go.